Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Buzzfeed quiz competition winner announcements. So, we are going to be going over the winner of the Buzzfeed quiz competition. But before that, for those of you who don't know what the Buzzfeed quiz competition is, what our Unit 1 project video for Python is that they have to make a project, you guys, the students, have to make a project about like a personality quiz, somewhat similar to Buzzfeed. So what Buzzfeed does is they'll be like, we'll guess your favorite dessert by your personality, or we'll guess your favorite Minecraft mob based on the amount of fingers you have, or something like crazy like that, right? So basically, their job was to modify that and incorporate concepts that they've learned in units 3, 4, and 5, which is like for loops, lists, functions, and other unique things they can add to their code to make the quiz much more interesting rather than just a whole bunch of multiple choice questions. Okay, so the way we graded it is we were looking at if you had a lot of comments to explain your code, right? Um, that was a big part of it. The creativity was also a huge part of it. We wanted to see how creative you were coming up with your concept, how creative you were with the questions, etc., etc. And then finally, we weren't really looking at this too much because we know most of you guys are beginners, but we were looking at your code efficiency. So what I didn't want to see was a whole bunch of copy pasting. If you could use functions, use functions. Using functions is always good. So if I see you using a lot of functions, then I can already tell that you're doing pretty well and you're understanding the use of functions, and you'll get points for that. And it will weigh more heavily in future Python competitions. Okay, so those are the three main categories: your code organization, your comments, your creativity, and your code efficiency. The winner will win a huge mention on our website, the competition winner role on our Discord, and a walkthrough of their code, which is what this video is about. So let's take a look at the winner. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Mahika W. Good job. I'm really impressed, and you'll see why. There were a few competition submissions, and they were all great. But the reason why Mahika won, and I'm not going to spoil it for you yet, is because of what she did at the end. It's one of her questions, and it's really cool. Okay, so let's play this. Hi, we will guess your Harry Potter house based on a couple of questions about your personality. What's your idea of a fun day? Exploring the forbidden forests, reading and studying for a test, having a cup of tea with friends, or scaring first years? I'm gonna say reading and studying for a test because the other stuff doesn't really appeal to me. Even though, I'd rather be doing other stuff rather than reading or studying for a test. Sounds relaxing. Nice. What's your favorite color combo? Scarlet and gold, blue and bronze. Well, I like scarlet, and who doesn't like gold, so let's go with scarlet and gold. Okay, let's enter something random. Okay, you can already see that she has a fallback for that. Please pick one of the answers given next time. In this round, this question will not be counted, which is a good idea. Next time, I recommend that you use functions. If you've learned them, recursive functions, so that let's say they enter something, you can ask the same question again instead of, making the question not worth anything. That's feedback that I like to give. Now, which of these founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry is the greatest? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've only read like the first 2 or 3 books. So I'm just gonna go with the coolest sounding name because I kind of forgot. I'm gonna say Salazar Slytherin. I like snakes, okay? Lastly, which house do you see yourself in the most? Honestly, Hufflepuff. Because I remember that Hufflepuff is like, the nerdy school. And I was pretty nerdy. Oh, that's a good option. If I knew, why would I be here? I'm just gonna go with E. Because I barely know. Okay, sorry. One last question. Now, for the last question, this is the cool part. Copy and paste this link in your browser and put a timer on for 10 seconds. How many boxes can you get in 10 seconds? Use the arrows on your keyboard to move around and the grid to find circles. Count how many you see. Now you can't. The thing is, you can't really copy paste from the console. So I'm just gonna go down to the code and copy paste. So we can get a maximum of 4 boxes. It seems like. Now this is the really cool part. She credits where she found the information from, which is great. That's what you should do whenever you find something, right? She comments a lot, which is good as well. She's done a lot of research, right? Using turtle is actually something we teach in like Unit 8. We don't even have videos for that yet, which is really amazing. She actually researched this on her own time. Turtle basically allows you to create graphics like this. So this is where you actually get to start creating like actual, 2D games rather than just, console input. But it's very hard to do because you can see you have a lot of repetition that you have to do. So I'm not going to critique this too much because this is the first time she's using it. She's using for loops, which is something we teach in Unit 5. She's using lists right here, and her X list is filled with coordinates, So this is all very advanced, and this is what really impressed me and led me to choose her as the winner. Okay, so basically our goal, it seems like, is for 10 seconds, how many squares can you get? So I don't think the purple square counts. So the red, white, gray, and blue square. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 10 seconds. Timer. I'm going to set it for 12 seconds because it'll take like 2 seconds to get here. Okay, ready, set, go. Run. Okay, hurry up. 1, 2, oh shoot, this disappeared. Okay, let's go. 4 boxes. I'm too good. So she said herself that this is a bit buggy, so she wasn't able to finish it, but that really doesn't matter to me as long as you tried to create a cool, concept like this. I'm fine with it, right? So yeah, this is what kind of hooked me onto this project, which is really cool. So I'm gonna say 4 boxes. Congratulations, you are a Ravenclaw. You are bright, smart, intelligent, and kind. You come from the same house as Phileas Flitwick, Garrick Ollivander. Oh god, I can't even read these names. You will go great places in life as long as you don't let your wisdom get to your head. Oh, I thought Hufflepuff was the smart one. Well, there it is. Play her project. It's really fun. And all of the other people who submitted, they're going to be in the competition submission channels, and make sure you play their game and, maybe mention them, say like, at Mahika here, this is what I got, or at Dhruv. Dhruv was another one of our competitors. Vedahi was another one of our competitors. We didn't have that many this time, but I hope that we'll get a lot more next time in our HTML competition. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to practice your coding skills so that you may win the next competition, which may or may not be worth actual prize money.